Yeah, the promise, the dream, the hustle, the scheme. That's all I hear about now. Hey, yo, that's all I hear about now. It's like you forgot what make the world go round. It takes some cash to have some cachet in this town. You take it.
All right, and we are back. We are joined by Peoti Visions.
How's it going?
Kyle Ingram returning to the show.
Second time here.
There you go. And Kyle, introduce us to the band.
All right, well, I'm Kyle KD Ingram. This is my partner, Jay Brown, and DJ Ideal Boyfriend.
There you go. And later in the show, we're going to hear a set from you guys.
Yes.
But tell us how you started and tell us how this all came about.
All right, so I'll give you my version of how it started.
They got different versions.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So when I was putting together, when I was producing my sister's album, Linguistics, Phone Waffles T-shirt, little plug.
Bianca. You have to give a name.
Ingram, right.
Yeah.
Kyle, and
Yes.
she wore your T-shirt.
Yeah, she did, so I had to wear hers. Y'all told me. So.
That's fair.
So when I was producing her album, I started working on my solo project, and he was rapping, and I was like helping him produce his. And he listened to mine, and he was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of original beats." So he started looking for some original tracks. Now, we had a friend of ours who went to high school, and he's like, "Yeah, my cousin makes beats." And it turned out to be him, but we didn't know who he was at the time. So he's like, "Yo, this dude has some good tracks." So he starts playing them. I'm like, "Yo, these are good." And I was like, "Oh, how am I going to get on these?" Because I wanted to rap on some of them, too. So I was like, you know what we should do? We should make a hip-hop group. I gave him this whole story about, like, how there's no hip-hop groups out. We could really change the game. We could focus all our energy in one. But really, I just wanted to rap on some of his beats. That's really what it was.
All right.
And so the whole time while when I heard the beats initially, I said, "Wow, all right, I had a whole mixtape planned out." And then I was like, well, maybe we can split the verses because I didn't really feel like writing two verses each song. If I could just split it, like have one verse per song and get my story out that way, it could still work out pretty well, and he can make pretty good hooks. So I said, okay, fine, let's try it that way instead of.
Because at the time, he wasn't really comfortable writing songs. Like, there's a difference between being a rapper and making songs. Like, you know, he was really good at rapping, but when you come putting a 16 and then a hook and then another 16, making that format, he wasn't comfortable doing it. He's good at it now, right. But at the time,
it took time. I had to get
Let me ask you, why weren't you comfortable? Because you didn't, the hook you felt interrupted your flow?
It wasn't.
Keep on.
It wasn't so much that it interrupted my flow. It was more so I had from the beginning of the whole writing process, I had always just written, like, and I would just write. And so it'd be like pages of just straight.
I'm gonna take y'all all the way back to the beginning. Like, I've known this guy since high school. When I transferred my sophomore year.
Still in high school.
Right. Like, we were running cross country, and we're running 9 miles, and we would just start freestyling. And he would always rap. I'm like, that is good. If he could, like, he would have these punchlines, but he never connected them. He would always start laughing.
Well,
so
when the people go like, oh, I was like, all right, cool.
And I told him, I was like, listen, if you connect those punchlines with some lines, you could be a real rapper. And he didn't really believe me.
Okay.
You know?
I'm tripping out about the fact you guys are running and rapping at the same time.
We were in shape. Yeah, we were in
shape for that.
Shout out to Coach Bates.
You said something else is very interesting. Let me ask you this. You said there aren't any more hip-hop groups, meaning like Tribe Called Quest, Leaders of
Right.
Yeah. And that's
and there aren't. I hadn't really noticed that. Everybody's a solo artist.
Well, there's in the last year, like, because we just came out last year. In like the last year or two, there's been a couple, not a lot, there's been like a couple other hip-hop groups that have been forming. But it hadn't been on a major scale.
People should listen out for it's positive rap, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, we have very positive rap. There's not, like, in that vein of like an Outkast, Tribe Called Quest, there hasn't been anything.
Wow. Okay.
And that's what I was telling him. I was like, yeah.
But there hasn't been like a 3 or 4 man.
Right. It hasn't been, no De La Souls.
No real ensemble out here.
Yeah, there's no Far Sides anymore. There's like, it's just.
Far Side. You know about
Yeah.
Far Side.
We love Far Side.
You know how we
Mad Lip.
Yeah. We know all about it.
Okay.
So there really hasn't really been any groups like that. And, that's why we formed together. And, I said it to him, and I was thinking, there really hasn't been any groups. And, we came at it from a whole different angle that way.
There's an amazing documentary, I don't know if you saw it, called I Want My Name Back, about the Sugar Hill Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't
Have
see
you
that.
seen that?
No.
I heard about that. I haven't seen it yet.
It's what they went through. I mean, God bless Sylvia and Joe Robinson, but what they went through with Sugar Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Hill Records,
you got to find this documentary, man.
It's a good documentary on Nas.
Huh?
Good documentary on
I
Nas.
saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw that. It was
Okay.
good. That was good.
I didn't think he would have enough for a documentary.
No, it was about the making of his Illmatic album.
Yeah,
it's
oh,
called
Illmatic
Time is Illmatic, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
It's on
talking
cable
about,
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good documentary. Also, Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Yeah.
And that's the Tribe Called Quest
Tribe Called Quest
documentary.
documentary.
And how they
It's
ended
done
up
by,
splitting
the
up.
actor,
Michael Rappaport.
Michael
Yeah, I saw
Rappaport.
it. Good movie. Good movie.
It was a good movie. It showed like how it split up and everything. Yeah, I know.
You know,
See, I didn't know Fife was suffering like that. That's why when I finally seen it from like a different perspective, it was like, wow, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
he's in bad shape.
So back in the old days when you had a band with like 5 guys, you would have, this is the shy one, this is the funny one, you're the quiet one. Tell us about yourself. Yeah.
My name is Kurt. I go by Ideal Boyfriend and like 1,000 other nicknames.
Yeah.
But I mean, I usually just sit down and just make a whole bunch of beats at a time. Just sit down and just like go into like a trance or something.
Okay.
And how do you make these beats? I mean, what do you use Logic or?
I use Logic.
Okay.
I use Ableton, Virtual DJ for some stuff.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah, just like it's a whole bunch of different stuff.
Right on. Wild nicknames, man. Who's looking for you? Who's looking for
Yo,
you?
he has so many aliases. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what, because like when I had met him initially, well, I didn't meet him. His cousin showed me the beats, and I talked to him on Facebook. He's like, here, look at my SoundCloud. So he had like 3 different SoundClouds, and he was like, had different names on each one.
Wow.
And I was sitting there looking like, is this all him? This
Hell, he
him?
once
That's
sent.
partially because SoundCloud only lets you put like a little bit of music up at a time. So it's just like
He started making more
I
names.
want to put up a bunch of different music.
That's what I was gonna say. He sends folders of beats. Like it'll be like a month, and he'll be like, "Yo, I got some beats," and it'll be like a gigabyte worth of MP3s.
Yeah.
I'm dying to hear these beats now, man. Okay, I gotta get
But you're gonna hear one of them. You'll hear one of them.
Why don't you
today
set
when
up the
perform.
video?
Okay, well, all right. This is a beat that DJ Ideal did. It's called "Falling Star Wars." This is our first project we released very early last year, and it was the project for the most part is more introspective than the other stuff we did.
Okay.
But this video is more conscious. It's about society and how just all the issues of society make you feel like you can't succeed and you still can.
Yeah.
It has a little bit to do with like a little bit of race in there, but it's mostly about overcoming and still chasing your dreams. So.
Right on.
Can I say something
Sure.
real quickly about the video? A really great video, Kyle, and the rest of the guys. But I noticed, as you'll see, part of it goes black and white background.
Yeah.
And subconsciously, I said to myself, well, black and white.
Right.
And it was a great visual on there. That's what it's about.
I
black and
love
white,
when people
and
pick
yet-
up on that stuff because they know. I don't know if you know. I also direct and edit our videos.
No, I didn't know that.
So I direct and edit stuff, and I love when people pick up on the nuances of it because I don't like to go into it.
You
'Cause
don't have to explain it.
you sound real arrogant. Like, well, I put it in black and white to hope that, but I don't want to do that. But like when somebody tells me that they got it, I guess
hear you.
that's a great
Yeah,
feeling.
But
Steve
toot
got
your
it.
own
Yeah.
horn. Don't be shy.
It was the name of the
All right.
video, and I said black and white.
All right, so let's go to video, folks.
Although hip-hop's roots are political, many rap artists today have simply become commodities in a corporate-ruled industry that thrives on a depoliticized message of materialism and escapism.
You've heard of police using stop and frisk, but these young men complain that their encounter with police was more like stop and fight.
Well, now you have the prison industrial complex, and you have what is the ultimate solution to America's economic problem.
Anarchist demeanor, capitalistic ambitions, daily trials trying to justify my selfish convictions. I guess I'm just a product of the system, another number in the listing. See, I love my country still, but I acknowledge the flaws. Everyday logic falls through the loopholes of law. Most scrapping for some scratch, select few hold it all. People fiending for a check, only 2 go withdraw. Plenty potholes and ditches on the road to riches. Sometimes you gotta switch the lane to get a change of pace. Hard to read between the lines and not be thinking race. Sure, I try to make a difference, being a saving grace, or basking all the ignorance, caping for self, saving face. They say it's just a waste, cause dealing with that shit, man, people probably think you insane. I always thought it funny, I relate to the frame.
Crips wearing blue and the Bloods wearing red. The whites just laugh and the stripes just said that you'll never make it, but them stars never lie. You'll never make it, but them stars never lie. The Crips wearing blue and the Bloods wearing red. The whites just laugh and them stripes just said that you'll never make it, but them stars never lie. You'll never make it, but them stars never lie.
It's in 25 states, with more states looking at similar laws.
Nearly all the income gains of the past 10 years have continued to flow to the top 1%.
We American dreaming, and we scheming, and we seeing that they all leaving us this burden, and we hurting, but we working until we earning, and we yearning, cause nothing is certain, they closing the curtain, so we burn it down, yeah we burn it down.
Surveyor of fools, purveyor of cool, film geek, star athlete when I was in school. Never been a slave to the old and new rules. Ice cold is too cool. Life's a chess match, homie, it's your move. And my pawns all gone, but long as I'm alive, no I can't lose. You're ill-equipped to be the king if you ain't got the tools. It's still advised to take this path if you can't pay the dues. Worldwide news lines for designer shoes and morality and views. Niggas doing all the don'ts and they don't know what to do. Better watch how you move before they take the queen and crown and they blame it on you. They hold you down till your dreams drown. Shoot you in the face, claim stand your ground. Yeah, I know we not all equal just because Camelot's table looks round. Crips wear blue and the Bloods wear red. And the whites just laugh and the stripes just said that you'll never make it, but them stars never lie. You'll never make it, but them stars never lie. The Crips wearing blue and the Bloods wear red. And the whites just laugh and them stripes just said that you'll never make it, but them stars never lie. You'll never make it, but them stars never lie. American dreaming, and we scheming, and we seeing that they all leaving us this burden, and we hurting, but we working until we earning, and we yearning, cause nothing is certain, they closing the curtain, so we burn it down, yeah we burn it down, down.
What does that mean?
It means that I, like God, do not play with dice and do not believe in coincidence.
Are you like a crazy person?
I'm quite sure they will say so.
All right, Peoti Vision.
Thank you.
There you go. And any musical influences quickly?
Well, there's a whole bunch of musical influences. You know, as we said earlier, Pharcyde, Tribe Called Quest, Outkast. Producer-wise, I'm heavily influenced by Timbaland, Pharrell, 9 Inch Nails, Pink Floyd.
What about your dad?
What
about your legendary father? Yeah. We're shining you.
Sonically.
Yeah.
Nice
Butch Ingram.
Yeah.
Butch Ingram. Yeah, no, that's a true story though, because like in terms of when I mix, like I always bring it to him and get his ear, and he tells me like, oh, you should bring this up, do that. So like in terms of like how I hear sounds,
yeah,
it's him. But in terms of where I get my creative influence from, right. I mean, I can't even say that true, because on our last project we had my dad and all the Ingram brothers. They all play. They all played a song, and they're going to be featured on our next album too, playing a couple tracks. So I mean, like that's I definitely use my family.
Yeah,
there you go.
You know what's
he talked his way out of that one, Carlton.
They say you'll never make it, but them stars never lie. That's a hell of a hook, and it can mean so many things. And I kept thinking one of the most iconic album covers of all time it's Slide in the Family Stone. There's a riot going on.
Yeah.
And that just kept
now you're talking.
coming
Now
to
you're in
me.
my zone. Slide.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, I honestly.
What does that mean?
When the hook came up, he actually came up with it. We were at July 4th. We were out on the Parkway where the Roots have the concert.
Yeah.
And we were coming back and we were on a train, and we were sitting there, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm thinking about this hook." So then he started saying that, and I was like,
They say you'll never make it, but them stars never
Yeah,
lie.
I was thinking about it.
He said the whole thing, the Crips wearing blue and the Bloods wearing red.
Because, like,
And
you
so-
know, red, white, and blue, and the stars and the stripes, and I was thinking, like, you know, our American flag is so iconic, and it means so many things to so many different people.
But it could be
And
kind
we
of
were all,
ironic at the
yeah,
same
and we were all
time.
celebrating
You gotta put that on a
it.
t-shirt. That's a hell of a hook, man.
So then, like, so he said that, and I was like, oh, we definitely gotta make a song. Like, we gotta do it right immediately. And so Kurt, ironically, he sends a beat like right after.
Of course,
and
you sure it's Kurt though? We don't know what this guy with his name.
DJ Ideal Boyfriend.
It wasn't Kurt.
Ideal Boyfriend. And so he sends a beat, and then we're like, all right, this is perfect. And like, it just kind of falls in, like into place all the time.
It feels right. Can I keep? I'm loving talking with these guys. Is it okay?
Yeah.
The message is positive. It's thought provoking. Is it hard to get that across? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I hate to even promote this thing, but it was on Facebook yesterday. There's this guy that's got this record out about Coco. You know the
Oh,
record?
yeah.
And I think this is absolute garbage,
Well,
man. But it's blowing up. It's on TMZ
It's
last night.
This the thing is, I feel like
It's a horrible rapper.
when it comes out in hip hop in the '90s, it had a balance. That's the thing that I think is really missing.
Yeah,
I don't, like you
X-Clan,
can
you
have
had-
you can have X-Clan, you had Boot Camp Clique, like those. You had plenty of groups that were still kind of hardcore or whatever, when talking about the drug dealing and everything. Like Biggie was around, you know.
Yeah.
At the same time, you had a balance where you would have a Tribe Called Quest. They still could get played on the radio, and you still would get that attention to it.
Yeah, some intelligent
And-
hip-hop
and
also.
so it's kind of like, I feel like it is kind of skewed right now.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, there's still space for a guy that come out with a
I don't
song
think
like
it's.
Coco.
I don't think
This
it's difficult to get that message across. I think it's difficult to get that message to people. I mean, people, like, when you hear it, you feel it.
Yeah, I
and
definitely
you know,
felt
it's just like, if people can hear it, then they'll feel it. So I mean, that, you know,
Support great indie hip hop. We have great indie hip hop
And
artists on all the
that's what
time.
yeah,
right
that's
here.
exactly you do.
Right here.
And that's the thing. We need to
Yeah.
have. You know, it shouldn't necessarily like I love being independent, but it shouldn't necessarily only be independent. And that's what he's speaking about. Like labels had, you know, who was Tribe signed to? Def Jam was huge.
Yeah.
Def Jam had a slew of whole different artists.
Yeah.
Nas was talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but Q-Tip worked on that album. It's like there's
But
an
I would
imbalance.
say it still wasn't as graphic, and the images weren't as stereotypical and as negative.
Yeah.
That Coco video, and like I said, I hate to even blow it up at all, but I mean, again, that just feeds into brothers that's going right into the penitentiary, and I travel the world. And so we're all viewed like that.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't see they don't see cats like you guys are hearing the positive message.
Well, that's what we're trying to change.
Right.
Man.
That's
There you go.
They're just as mainstream as far as I'm concerned.
And we're going to hear you later in the show, live set,
and
but we
we'll-
must wrap
Exactly.
it up now. Guys, please plug any websites, social media.
All right, well, first, Phone Waffles, who was Bianca. My sister was also in that video you just saw. She helped me out with the hook a little bit, singing. And you can go to her website, download her new projects. We are Peoti Visions. Go to www.peotivisions.com, Peoti Visions.
That's right.
And download all our stuff. We got a couple projects on
And
there.
on Instagram and Twitter, you can follow us at Peoti Visions. Peoti Visions.
Performing live on the show later. And when we come back, live pro wrestlers. Going to flip it a little. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Thank you.
Yo, you gotta do that little dance, man. I need the footwork, man. Like he opened up towards the end of the video.
Yeah.
Yo, he does that
I'm gonna
sometimes
go
on
get these
shows. He
guys.
goes crazy with it.
I love it. I love it. My name is Carlton officially. What's your
Yeah,
name?
Kyle. So we got Phone Waffles, boom. Peoti Visions, boom. That's her face on this shirt, and that's our faces. DJ Idol Boyfriend on her shirt.
Me, I'm
This is
recording.
a product placement, my friend. Check it out.
Next week, legendary background singer Carla Benson will be here. But right now, we got the next generation of Philadelphia. Positive hip hop. We love it, we miss it, and here they're bringing it to you all the way live. Please give a big round of applause for some brothers I just met and have immense respect for. They go by the name of Peoti Vision.
That's us. Thank you. Appreciate that. The first song we're going to be doing is off of our latest mixtape. It's called Pornosexual. DJ Ideal Boyfriend, drop that.
Hey.
shame on the players trying to run game on a pretty little girl like you. I said shame on the players trying to run game on a pretty thing like you.
I'm saying though, let's get Swayze, baby. I know you say you're playing lazy, baby. I put some work in though. I never hurt you though. Okay, maybe a little bit.
And them players got you out there. You don't know some real players out there. Oh, what you're looking at right here. See, you see a real player right here.
Look at here, I'm just a man, baby. Yeah, I struggle, God had it in the plan, baby. I tell you this though, if you take my damn hand, baby, I take you everywhere that's touching on the land, baby.
Girl, you the best around. Girl, you deserve a crown. See, you done messed around. Real mess around with the clown.
So daddy with the bozos.
Yeah.
You should be on TMZ photos. Tiki had us some Tahiti scenery photos. Saying, girl, you don't even know though.
If you think the grass on my side looks a little bit greener, well maybe that's just grass just a little more greener.
Style just cleaner. Super cool demeanor. My funky cold Medina. My freaky old Adina. God dang, when she clean up, she messed my whole scene up. Brought her to the game and she messed my whole team up. Dream girl when I seen her, she messed my whole dream up. Tried her on a Monday, messed my whole week up. Posted up, she walked by and she messed my whole lean up. Ugly girls be quiet and I bet she don't speak her. God dang. Yikes. She bad.
You are my shining star.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah.
There's not I want your night, but I don't love you,
girl. I got
that. All right, that was our first track. We're gonna do another song for you. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear that round of applause out there, but they like it in here. The second song we're gonna do is off of Freedom Ain't Free, and it's a very conscious project. And this song is called Young, Black, and Free, and it's very relevant for these times. DJ Aldo Boyfriend, drop that track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yo, I try to make them understand that God dang. What it take to be the man trying to counteract our plans? Cause black on the back of hand, Afghan, African, Mexican, yes we can. Yeah, they put us through the work, so we just do the best we can. Everything ain't alright, man, look at our right. He was trying to make a living and they killed him outright. Yeah, they left him all alone, stripped clothes and a slit throat. But crooked coppers try to play it off for overdose. Y'all mad at Yeezy just cause he following Jesus and thinking they over God, over oath, over all, so control. Disagree, you overboard. 50 shots don't ring a bell, they overload. Kill two birds with a stone, drag a bird with a rope. They take your hopes and their ambitions, watch them burn to the road. That's why when players get rich, they feel deserving to boast. They built this coast to coast, they don't dirt me, what's the most?
I'm young, black, and free in America. But am I really free in America?
Is freedom just a dream in America? Yo, I'm young, black, and me in America. So let me be me in America. There's more than what you see in America. I'ma be who I be in America. Yo, so let me be me in America.
Can you really be free in America? Is freedom just a dream in America? Can I be me in America? Everything ain't what it seems, and they sold you self-hate and you bought cash. Now they just raise your own race, you scared of your own face. Yeah, you took a bunch of lies and you taught it.
Yeah, they told it.
Now they controlling your fate, play the enemy of the state. Don't be scared to be great, what they say.
Let the haters hate,
let the builders build, we in the spot.
Let the makers make,
let the cookers cook, and the shakers shake. Ancestors ruled the world way longer than they was slaves.
Damn right.
But they don't tell you that at school though.
Don't
tell you where Plato went to school though.
Don't let them play you for the fool, bro.
Knowledge is the power, so you know the more that you know. The more we grow, the more we got, the more we getting it. The more they lose, the more they not, the more they missing it. We gotta stop
with black businesses.
Getting green the only way that people gon'
listen in. I'm young, black, and free in America. But am I really free in America? Is freedom just a dream in America? Yo, I'm young, black, and me in America. So let me be me in America. There's more than what you see in America. I'ma be who I be in America. Yeah. So let me be me in America.
Can you really be free in America? Can I be me
in America?
Everything ain't what it seems in America. Hey, I want everybody to know if you could clap with me one time. Just say it.
A young, black, and free in America.
Hey, yeah.
But am I really free
in America?
I'm just a dream in America. Yo, I'm young, black, and me in America.
Hey.
So let me be me in America.
Hey. Yeah.
It's more than what you see in America. I'ma be who I be in America. Yo, so let me be me in America.
Say what?
So let me be free in America.
Say what?
So let me be free
in America. Say what?
So let me be free in America.
Thank you, Legends TV. We are Peoti Visions.
So I don't know if you've seen like earlier, at one point I kind of looked over to the side, it looked like we were a little distracted. That's because apparently a wire set down over here got caught on fire and melted through during our set, or the first song.
I swear to God, I've seen a leprechaun run out of this room, and then it was like a dragon flew in. As soon as he ran, I was like, yo, what's going on?
And they said, yo, that's the craziest, hottest we ever heard in our life, son. Craziest, hottest we
And they just blew the whole building up. They tried to.
For real though, like a wire like set on fire, like
it was smoke.
Got cut out.
They was smoking everything.
It was going crazy. See, that's how it gets. That's how it gets around.
That's
here.
how
what happens when you mess with peyote, boy. Fire flame splitter. Top 5 hottest rappers in the world. J Brown, Kyle, J Brown, Kyle, J Brown. What you saying?